Hello, Comedy Works. How's everybody doing? Wow, gee whiz. It was hot today. Air conditioning and laughter. What's better, you guys? The simple things in life. Thank you for coming out on a Monday to Comedy Works, you guys. Give it up for the staff here at Comedy Works. Hardest working staff in the business. Thank you for coming out on a Monday. We have shit to do tomorrow, don't we? We have jobs. We have shit to do. The stock market in Tokyo opened 2 hours ago, all right? I'm wheeling and dealing backstage. Wonderful. Thank you guys so much for coming out. This thing's fucking broken. Awesome. Wonderful. Elections, you guys, elections, they're coming up again. They're coming up again, believe it or not. Who'd you vote for? I'm kidding. It's illegal to ask. You're not allowed to ask. Elections are important. I love elections, you guys, and I know what it takes to win one. For instance, the reason is I once won an election. Yeah. They elected me president of my 5th grade class. Yes, thank you so much. Wow, thank you guys so much. Yeah, absolutely. Kids are shitty and like to be mean. They're like, that's just a popularity contest. And I'm like, well, how'd your boy win, right? I lost the popular vote by a lot. School president, it's an important goddamn job, important title. I ran on this campaign. I was like, hey, vote for me. Noah Reynolds, a little kid with big ideas. Also, we're giving guns to teachers, okay? I loved being president. Everybody loved me being president. A lot of the counselors and other education professionals got around. They're like, hey, Noah, you're doing a great job. Why don't you stick around in 5th grade for 1 more year? And I'm like, how about 4 more years? And that's the story of how I became an 18-year-old freshman. Wonderful. All right. I am your host. I am supposed to be here. This is not a mistake. I did not just crawl on stage. I did used to live here at Comedy Works. If you guys want to pay rent, you could just use the air conditioning year-round. And that's where I started comedy, here. And that's not a joke. Man, speaking of elections and politics and whatnot, I read this story on the news the other day that there is this kid getting bullied in school. And it's like, hilarious, awesome. 10 out of 10. I am going to read that article all the way through, okay? So I read the article. Turns out that this kid is getting bullied at school because he has a stutter. And it's like hilarious times 2, right? 20 out of 20. I'm gonna read the article. I love this. Kid, get good at talking. I learned when I was 7. I'm okay at it now, right? So this stupid talking kid decided because he was getting bullied, he was gonna write a letter to the president of these United States. Speaking of dumb talkers, right? So they're gonna connect on being shitty at the easiest thing in the world. And it just had me thinking, in my old little noodle, like, if I, Noah, wrote a letter to the leader of the free world every time I got fucking bullied in school, the level of gridlock in Washington, D.C. would be out of goddamn control, right? It'd be a lot along the lines of like, hello, President Bush and Secretary Rumsfeld, it's me, Noah, again. There's this kid at school calling me a short redhead with bitch tits. Are drones around yet? I don't know. Drone the kid at recess. P.S. I love your Iraq idea. I am 45 years old. Golly. Guys, speaking of news, I got some news. I got some family news from my grandma. Nothing health-wise, thank gosh. She's actually getting stronger, which is scary, but different kind of news. Dramatic news. My grandma got us all around, got all the grandkids around, and she was like, hey guys, I've been your grandma for many years now. You know what? I don't want to be called grandma anymore. Yeah. Get this shit. She said it makes her feel old. I'm like, oh, cool, yeah, that makes sense. That's what makes you feel old. It's not the fact that you were alive for the rise and fall of the Soviet Union, right? It's not the fact that you're the only person on Earth that still gets Netflix delivered to your front door. So we call you grandma. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'll call anybody what the fuck they want to be called. Except grandma, that's a title. You don't get to just not be grandma anymore. She said, get this, she said she wants to be called Joan from now on. Joan is not even her real first name. It's just a name she likes. You don't just get to change your name, grandma, you know? I was like, we're gonna do Batman rules, grandma. We call our grandma, because we're a traditional goddamn family, you know? People have silly names like pee-pee and poo-poo. That stuff's gross. I was like, grandma, you wanna be called something different? We're gonna do Batman rules, right? We're gonna do Batman rules. Do you know Batman rules? I'll tell you, Batman rules is you have to be called like Batman. Call yourself off of your biggest fear. So my grandmother's new name is Wet Pavement Lady and Slight Incline Girl. Wonderful. Jeez. Thank you guys for coming out. I do like to stay informed. I like, my family, all that kind of shit. But I'm no beta cuck. I like sports, right? Sports fans in here. Awesome, yes, very good. But I like to stay informed. They say these things these days. They're like, hey, why don't we take politics out of sports? And I'm like, as an ex-president, yeah, fuck yeah, take politics out of sports, you know? If there's someone who's gonna tell a 350 fucking pound offensive lineman what he or she can and cannot say, it's gonna be me. Sign me up. Hey, guys, that. But if you take politics out of sports, ladies and gentlemen, what do you have to do? You have to put sports into politics. So like, for instance, one day I'll be up there in Washington, D.C., which is wherever the fuck. I can never find it on a map. And they'll be like, yeah, the gentleman from Colorado. And I'll be like, yeah, point of privilege, Madam Speaker. You want to talk about abortion? How about the fucking Broncos season? That was a goddamn abortion, you know what I mean? No, I won't sit down. I do think politicians and elected officials should just be taking HGH and growth hormones more, you know? We'll be looking back at the steroid era of Congress. People will be bitch moaning, complaining. I'll be like, yeah, but they were batting .320 and above, you dumb motherfucker. People get very religious about sports. I am from Colorado, and in this state, many of us are Broncos fans. In fact, if you go into any house of worship, you know this, even the gross ones, any house of worship in the state of Colorado, they will tell you that God is a Broncos fan because the sky is blue and the sunset is orange. Really nice sentiment, absolutely, really nice sentiment. But God is also the one that gave kids cancer and let the Holocaust happen. So if anything, she roots for the Chiefs. Racist ass organization. Congrats on your 2 Super Bowls. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to grow up. I'm trying to do the grown-up things, you know? I'm doing an okay job at it. For instance, I live in a 1-bedroom apartment. Yes, God, yes. You guys are so goddamn supportive. I love it. 1-bedroom apartment with 5 other guys. It's dudes night every night. Let me check my calendar. Oh, dudes night. 24/7, 360 fucking 5. 366 on a leap year. So it's me and the dudes, and we're dealing with some home issues. We currently have a mouse problem. Oh, mouse in the house. Mouse in the house. Domesticated motherfucker over here. So we got the bros together and trying to figure out a solution. You know, bros meeting on a bro night. Everybody's like, let's figure this out. Let's get someone to figure this out. And I was like, wait a second, dudes and bros. I used to kill and torture small animals and rodents when I was a kid. Why should we get somebody to do a job I could do for free? And for fun, frankly, man. But that's what you do, and that's what you have to do. You have to call a professional. And that's what we did. Mike from Anchor Pest Control. If you guys happen upon Anchor Pest Control, ask for Mike and tell him Noah sent you. You'll get a treat. So Mike from Anchor Pest Control comes into my home where I live, and he's like, Noah, I'm Mike from Anchor Pest Control. I have been killing mice for 15 fucking years, okay? I started in 2006, 5 years after 9/11. I'm like, okay, Mike, I don't want to do anything. Mike goes on. He's like, Noah, nobody likes killing mice more or is better at killing mice than me, Mike from Anchor Pest Control. I have killed hundreds of billions, maybe trillions of mice, okay? If your home is not mouse-free in 2 to 52 weeks, you can fuck my wife. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Really crass. Mike goes on. This guy does not stop talking. He's like, Noah, I like to catch a mouse like somebody would catch a fish. You teach a man to mouse, he mouses for a day. You give a man a mouse, I'm like, this guy's drunk, right? This guy's totally fucking drunk. It has poison, and he's gonna hide it in my home. It's a war crime, and he's gonna hide it in my home wherever the fuck. So the thesis of this story, ladies and gentlemen, the thesis of this story is find a passion, right? Find something that you absolutely love to do and are undeniable at. The metric is not 10,000 hours anymore, it's 1 billion fucking mice. Do you have a passion, ma'am? Whoops, too slow, I'm so sorry. Not that it matters, mine is figure skating. Guys, we have such an incredible show for you. Give it up for me. I'm being brave. It's very scary, I'm being brave. Lisa Traeger's in the building. You guys are already so awesome. We got such an incredible show for you. Please keep tipping your staff and have a great time. This first comedian, one of my favorites. He's one of the best we have here in Denver. You guys are going to absolutely love him. Please give a warm round of applause for Steve Vanderploot.